joined by Oliver Hoult, rugby writer from the Mail on Sunday. What did you make of that clash between Wales and Australia? You were there on Saturday.
Yeah, I must admit, I thought it was epic. Actually, it was. I think there are times when this sport can kind of thrill you with running rugby and fantastic tries, and it obviously wasn't a night like that, but it was. I still found it incredibly inspiring. The kind of the 7-minute siege that the Australians had to withstand. It was just. It felt like a kind of epic passage of play, really, and. Found myself writing a lot of sort of military cadences about it. It felt like they were withstanding some incredible bombardment, and I think it said a lot about their team spirit and the way forward really for this Australian side, which I think more and more people are beginning to think stand a real chance in this World Cup.
You preempted my next question, but being a little bit harsh on Wales, could you say that game today, in terms of Wales not being able to be clinical enough to take that chance, shows the difference between a team that are competitive and will light the tournament with some great performances but won't win the tournament, and Australia, a team you can look at as a team that can actually go on and lift the William Webb Ellis Trophy?
Yeah, I think that's probably a fair assessment. I think it's also, we have to remember, and it's easy to forget, but just how depleted Wales are. I mean, they got more injuries in that game against Australia as well. They started the tournament without several of their best players anyway. So I think that inevitably that is going to catch up with them at some point. And I think possibly it caught up with them against Australia, where they didn't quite have the guile to get across the try line. But I think ultimately you just have to give the credit to Australia for the level of their resilience. And yeah, you do have to say that Australia looked like a much better bet to go all the way in the tournament, and particularly now they have, as we all know, supposedly the easier half of the draw. It does look like an easier half.